Hi everyone, it's Sandy. Thank you for joining me. I have another exciting 12 by 12 folio style folder to show you. This could also be used as a journal cover, so you can make this as the base to make a journal and then add your pages to the cover. But I thought I'd make another one to create a folio folder so you can add some of your stationery pieces inside this particular style. I did just recently do another 12 by 12 project using another 12 by 12 paper, which is this one here, and I had a lot of you enjoyed this video and the tutorial, so I just wanted to say thank you to those that did have a go and make one, and I'm glad to know that it turned out and that the measurements were all correct for you. So if you missed out this video, I will link that down below for you. It's a great size, and I think this was another fun folio to make. So I created another one to try and see if I can make another one, and it turned out really nice. I was quite happy with this one. So this one is slightly longer, slightly wider, so you can store you can actually store a couple of journals in here if you wanted to, or you can create this as a base and then add your pages inside this cover. And I just think it's amazing what one 12 by 12 paper can make, and to see that I was able to make this without wasting any papers at all, and using all the papers to create the folio folder, as well as this cute little pocket here in the front. So I'm going to show you the inside, and then I'm going to go ahead and show you the tutorial if you would like to have a go and make one. And so I did use some chiffon ribbon to create a closure for the little pocket that's out here on the front of the cover, and then I just made a little embellished wood chip heart with a little resin flower in the front here, and then attach it to the end of the chiffon trim. And you can purchase these trim from Tapology, and you get like I think a dozen spools of all sort of different colors. Like this is another one, and they come in this wooden spool, and you can use my discount coupon code if you wanted to purchase these trims from Tapology. I'll put that down below for you. And then I just place it behind the pocket, so that it's just a great way to create a closure. Or you can use some washi tape as a closure, a Velcro dot, or just leave it like that. So inside here is the pocket, and then I just embellish the front of the pocket, and just to decorate that, I just added a single-sided printed paper to make like a note card to fit inside the pocket here. But you could use this for anything you'd like to use this pocket, and I just thought it was a nice way to add that to the front. Inside is another deep pocket here, and it's got it's a slim journal that I'm in the middle of putting together for some kits for my Etsy store. So I can't wait to share with you an update on all these junk journal kits that I'm going to put in my Etsy store. So these are the ones that I'm just in the middle of putting together. It's a pocket envelope, so there's a pocket here in the front and another side tuck pocket here with a little tag, and there is a pocket here at the back, and the little journal here is to go inside here for you to put together, and then it is stored in this envelope style folder. So I'm just in the middle of putting all of these bits and pieces together and adding some more fun stuff in here, and then I'm going to show you what's inside. It doesn't come, it comes unassembled, so you can add more pages inside. But I just wanted to show you that it can fit like a journal with a few pages in there, and it still closes up nicely. So it will fit a good size in there. And then along here was a side tuck pocket. I just had a piece of scrap piece here, and I just cut it down to fit inside there. And then I made another little piece of another paper and fold that in half, which is another good little spot to write a quote or to write something. So you can add something like that in there. And then over here is a closure. So this is a 12 by 12 size folio, and there is an add-on side pocket in here as well, which you can use or you can have as an option if you wanted to add on another side pocket. I made a couple of tabs to create the closure for this part. So that opens up, and then here is that add-on a side tuck pocket where I added one of these pockets that I had also made not too long ago, and there's a tag and it just fits nicely in there, and that slides in the side pocket there, and it flips open, and then there is a spot here where you could add that side pocket, and at the back you can use this to do some journaling here if you like, or document something. There is a top little pocket here, and I placed a couple of little embellished little embellishments that I just made just to show you what you can fit in here. Just a couple of little strips, and they just go in here. Oops, I just put that in the back, and they just fit in there nicely. You could also use this little pocket and get some cardstock and cut a long piece similar like this, and you can add some washi samples along your cardstock and place it in here, and that would make a great little gift for Happy Mail if you wanted to add something in here. So you can wind a few different washi samples in there, and you can make a nice long piece. And there was another piece of paper, I've got to bring that here. And then over here is another pocket, and I have just placed an envelope which I'd made not too long ago as well with a 6x6 paper. It's one of my digitals, and I've also got a long double-sided another piece that I just cut to fit in here and made like a tab just so you could see what you can fit in here. And that's also a nice large opening there. And you can also add another journal, a journal in the back here if you wanted to add another journal. So you can have two pockets to add two journals, and that goes in there, and these go in here. And I'm still in the process of putting together my digitals, so I can't wait to launch them in my Etsy store. I've just been so busy, I haven't had a chance to put all of my digital collections together, but I really wanted to hopefully get into it and get them ready and list them in my store. So that is the folio folder. Now you can make this into a journal cover. You don't have to add this piece in here, or you can have this in here, and then you've got this hinge here where you could add your pages. So then you've got yourself a journal book with pockets for your other bits and pieces that you can store in here. So it is a great multi-purpose folder. So that is the folder. I think everything I've covered to show you, and now I'm going to show you how to make one of these. I just feel like I needed to say something else. I think that's it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's make the folder. Now I did use double-sided paper because I wanted to see the two different patterns, and I did also use a pattern paper that didn't have any direction, because otherwise your pattern will be upside down in some places. But if that doesn't bother you, then that's fine. You could also use single-sided paper, so that's also not a problem. So I have here another double-sided piece of 12 by 12 paper, and we're just going to put everything. And what we're going to do here, we are going to line it up, and we're going to cut it 8 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to line that at 8 3/4 inches, and then we're just going to cut that all the way down. Put that piece to the side for now. Then we've got this piece here. We're going to bring that across and line it on the 6.5 inch side. We're going to cut that as well. So now we've got this piece at 6.5 inches by 3 1/4 of an inch. So we'll put that piece to the side. We'll move this along to the 4-inch side or 4-inch mark, and we'll cut that piece as well. So now you have this piece at 4 inches by 3 1/4 inch. Then we've also got this extra little piece. We'll put these 3 pieces to the side, and we'll start making the folio folder, the base of the folder. So what we'll do here, we're going to line it on the 12-inch side, and just got to find my scoring tool. So on the 12-inch side, we are going to score at 2 inches all the way to the bottom, 2 inches, 6 1/4 inch, all the way down, 10 3/4 inches, and then we're going to turn it around along the 8 3/4 inch. We're going to score at 6 1/2 inches all the way to the bottom. And now we have here, we are going to remove this square piece and this corner square piece here, or these 2 corners. So I'm going to cut up along the score line and remove that. We'll put that to the side with the rest of the little pieces that we had cut before. I'm going to come over here and remove this corner piece. Put that with the rest of those pieces for now as well. And what we'll do now is we're going to come here and we're going to cut that score line up to there, up to that score line. And sorry, I'm just trying to find something. All right, and now what we're going to do on this side, we're just going to just do a slight angle and cut up to there as well. Just a little angle cut up to there. I'll remove that piece. Don't need that piece. And this piece here, I'm just going to trim off a little bit of this piece here as well, just a little bit, just to help the folder open and close nicely. So just a little piece like that. Scrub that out so that we've got that. And I'm just going to fold everything up now just so you can see how it looks like, and then we can glue everything down. We're going to bring this piece up and bring that up and press the fold. We'll bring this piece over to the front. And what I'm just going to do here is, well, I'm going to just remove a little bit of this piece as well, just a tiny bit, just to also help close the folder on this part. Just put that out, and we'll also fold that piece up. And this piece here, we'll bring that to the front as well. So that is how your base should look once you've folded everything. I'm going to corner around these 2 corners and also this piece here on that right corner. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. I just wanted to give it a sort of a decorative corner. So they're the 3 corners. We're going to start gluing the pieces together. Actually, we'll start folding this piece over now, just so you can see now it looks like a folder. Fold that over. So once you've glued everything down, this can already be your base for your journal cover, and then you can add your pages, and then you can sew it down here, or you could stitch it, or whatever you like. So this is already ready as a cover for your journal, and you've got these pockets here ready. But I'm going to, and then you just glue these down however you like. But I'm going to create the folio folder. What we're going to do here, we are going to create a thumb notch down here on this bottom piece here, and that's going to be that side little pocket along here. So I'm just going to do that, and just sort of try and sort of center it between there and there when you do it. So just sort of, just going to do that. So you can see that's going to be that side tuck pocket now. And now we're going to glue, following that edge, just going to glue along there and then at the bottom here. And just try and do your little strip of glue just below that edge. So I'm just going to just do that, and also at the bottom here. That will give us that little side pocket. Try not to put a thick amount of glue, otherwise you won't have a lot of room to create a side tuck pocket. And by keeping it below here, when we close it, you won't glue down the back of the pocket, and you'll see what I mean. So you'll just glue underneath there and down here. If we put too much glue at the back, you'll end up gluing the back here. So now we've done that. We've now got that back pocket all done. We also now have a tuck pocket in here, because we've glued those two pieces down. All right, so that part is all done. I'll keep that there for now. Excuse me. Now we'll grab this piece, and we are just going to fold this in half. Okay, fold that down. And if it's double-sided, you can decide which part you would like it to be facing this way. So this will be the part that's with the little closure. So you can decide how you want this part facing. So when you open it, it actually opens up like that. But I'm going to have all of the prints all sort of facing the same way. So it's going to go like that. So it's actually placed in here, and that will go on the front. So what we're going to do now, I'll open all this up. I'm going to turn this that way, and we're going to glue along this edge where that fold line is. Actually, before I do that, I'm just going to corner around this top part here, just so we know that that's the front, and just decorates that piece. Okay, I'm going to go back and glue all the way. And then I'm going to line this edge, the folded part, beside this school line. Just trying to see if I can see. I want to put it on beside it, so that way you can open and close the front. So we're just going to glue, press that down. So that is how it will look. We've just got the glue along there by itself. And now with this piece here at the bottom, this is the piece where we're going to create this little tuck pocket here. So to do that, I'm going to grab my paper punch. I'm going to create a thumb notch here, and just trying to get it as centered as you can between these two corners when you do your thumb notch here, as best you can. So I'm just going to, hopefully it's about here. You can always make a little mark just so you know where the center is with a pencil. So there is my thumb notch there. Try to center as best I can. And I'm going to open this up again, and I'm going to glue a little bit of glue just along the edge here, and lining up with this edge, just a little bit of glue along here as well. Again, not too much glue, otherwise you lose space for your little tuck pocket. Just a fine little strip if you can, and go inside the edge of that flap. If you go too far out, you'll end up gluing over the pocket. So now I can bring this up, and there should be enough glue there, and a bit of glue here on this side to create that little. Once that's glued down, that should be enough to create that little top pocket, and then that should leave that open here at the back. So try and keep your glue inside this edge. If you go too far out, you'll end up gluing the back of that part. So I'm just going to leave that in there so it gives me a bit of an opening. So that part is done, and now I'm going to close this up again. Just make sure everything is. Now if your paper sort of sticks up a little bit at the back there, if you can see like my one there, that's because there's that fold down here, so it's pushed your paper up a little bit. You can just trim that down if it's a little bit, if it's bothering you. I'm just going to trim that down just a little bit. Okay, so now it's all lined up nicely. Now we've got this little flip page, we've got this pocket here, we've got that pocket, this part, we've got that, and we have this piece. Coming together now. We've got now let's grab these little pieces here. We've got those two little pieces that we had cut out from those two little corners on the end. These are the little pieces we're going to trim down to create the little tabs here that we've got. I'm just going to grab my trimmer, and I'm just going to even cut these to the same size. So I'm just going to work with the smaller size here, and I'm just going to trim it down to about, I think that's about 1 1/4 inches. Just tidying up the paper by 2 inches. Really, you can make this whatever size you want. It doesn't really matter how you like to do it. So 1 1/4. Is that 1 1/4? Yeah. You can do 2 inches by 2 inches. You can do 1 1/2 inches by 1 1/2 inches, whatever you like, as long as you're able to create a fold and there's room to be able to punch a hole. You don't even have to use these if you don't want to. You can just go ahead and punch 2 holes here if you like, and then just do that and not worry about these pieces. But I just think I don't want to waste any of the paper, so I might as well use them. And I'm going to have this printed part facing that way because there's already enough print of one side. So I'm just going to fold this in half on the longer end, and same with the other piece. Just going to corner around the corners of the fold part. Add some glue to the inside. So you can place it wherever you like. I'm just going to try and place it to the center as best I can. That should be fine there. And the same with this piece. Try and line it up. This one. So there are my 2 little tabs for the closure. I'll just let that dry, then I'll use my hole punch to create the 2 holes. So that's that part done with that. That opens up like that with this cute little pocket, and then there's a back pocket here. It's just lovely, isn't it? Just so cute. I mean, you can also corner around that corner if you wanted to, but I'm just going to leave that. Don't think I did that. Oh, I did. I corner around that corner too. Let's just do that. Just make it all the same. There we go. That's nice. So that's all done for that part. Now, if you wanted to add on a side tuck pocket like I have here, all you do is just grab another piece of paper or whatever you have, a digital, anything. I've just cut one of these. It's another double-sided paper. I think I've cut this, let me see. It's about 3.5 inches wide, or 9 centimeters, by 5 inches in height, or about 2.5 centimeters. So it's 3.5 inches by 5 inches. And I'm going to corner around. Actually, I think I'm going to have that. So it's going to go in that way. So it's going to be placed along there. I'm going to have this part to right on that side and this part here. And this is going to be the side tuck pocket. So to do that, all we do here is decide where you want, what you want facing here. So mine's going to be that. We're going to glue along this edge all the way to the top, and just a little bit of glue, whatever distance that is. So I'm just going to guess and just go a little bit for now. Just going to go about there. Hopefully that's where the glue will end. So, and then you just place it wherever you like, up the top, down the bottom, in the middle. I'm just going to tuck it there at the fold about the middle, bring that over, glue these 3 sides down now, and that will give me a side tuck pocket now. And there's your side tuck pocket. And then you've got this part here to do whatever you like. You can do some writing. You can even use this. You can even use this part here instead of like a journaling card. You can put an envelope there and have your opening of your envelope on this side and glue that down. I don't have an envelope here to show you, but I might have one. But yeah, you can do that. And I'm just going to corner around these corners as well. Why not corner around all the corners, just makes it all look in uniform. So that is that part. There's that. And then this is the back. And then that's that one. So pretty, isn't it? Just a lovely folio folder with all interactive spots with some little tuck pockets. So that's that part done. And then I can punch a hole here. Let's just do that. And then we'll work on that little library pocket in the front with the 2 remaining pieces. I'll just take this out. Oh, I should have done that first, actually. I should have punched the hole first. Let me just gently pull this out quickly. I forgot to do that first, otherwise it's not going to be easy. So let me just do that. So make sure you punch a hole first. And then I'm just going to get a pen and just find out where, line it up with that. It's just so I know I've got to punch that little hole. Hopefully that's going to line up. So that the holes are done now. Now I've got to put this back in before the glue dries. Line that up. It should work. Alright, so now that's all glued in. Now I've got the hole ready. That's all done now. So pretty. Love it. Okay, so let's work on that little library pocket that's here in the front. And then we're pretty much only wasted just a few little pieces. These are the little pieces that we just wasted. So there's not much there. And I could actually, I'm going to put that to the side for a second. So to make the pocket, I'm just going to grab my little scoreboard. Let's put that up there for now. We're going to line it on the 3 1/4 inch side, and we're just going to score 3 score lines at 1/4 inch on 3 sides. So 1/4 inch on one side. I'm going to turn that around 1/4 inch, and one more on the other side. So there's 3 sides. I'll trim these little pieces down. I'll turn it this way so you can see. I'm just going to just do that. Corner around the edges there. And up here, just angle cut to that score line. There and there. Fold these in. Just move that out now. Now if you want to use some trim, grab yourself some trim now, because you'll need to glue that in with your pocket. So I have some trim here. I have some trim from Tapology. I've done an unboxing just before, so I've got all these trims in here. These are from Tapology, and you get this whole lot of spools in the one as one item. So I'm just going to grab, let me just see, shall I use this colour? I'm going to use a white one, and you get quite a few. It's like all entwined into one, but you can use them individually if you like, or use them all as one full strand as they're all entwined together. But I'm just going to grab this piece here. I think maybe I might use this one. All right, let's just put that to the side for now. So that's going to go, actually I'm going to use the other side. I'm going to go and use this pattern as the front of the pocket, because we've got enough of this pattern in the front. So that's going to go on like that in the front. I'm just going to create a little thumb notch, not too deep. Just a tiny little one. Don't go too far down. Just there. That should be enough. The reason why is when we create this closure, this part here, if you go too far down with your thumb notch, you're going to see this piece at the back, which I'll show you. There's this backing piece here. You don't want to be able to see any of that. So just a little tiny, just punch it a little bit. And then I'm just going to score this little piece. Just lining up there. I'm going to score it at 1/4 inch. No, we'll go 1/2 inch. We'll go 1/2 inch. Fold that back. This is going to be the closure flap. So that's that part. But it's not, we've got to trim it down a little bit. So we've got, so I'm going to line that up there like that. So I'm going to have a little bit overhanging. I'm just going to just trim that down a little bit. Okay, so now it all same width. That's going to go in the front like that, so you can see. So that'll be your closure. Again, come around those corners. All right, so what we'll do here, I'm going to glue along here on these 3 sides. And we're going to add glue to the back here. Right. Let's just place this now. And go to the back. Just go like that. Probably could have just done this first and then put the glue on the back afterwards, but you work out which is going to work for you. And then you just want to have that fold line a little bit above there, just to give you room when you add your bits and pieces in your pocket. There's room for you to get your whatever you want to get out. So that's glued in like that, and you've got that glue there. It's all glued. All right, now I'm going to grab my little trim, which is that one that I wanted to use, which is this one. Just going to place it there like that, and place your pocket wherever you would like to place it, giving yourself enough length down the bottom here so you've got enough room to tie a knot. I'm just going to place it about there. Press everything down where I've got the glue. There's still a bit of room for you to be able to move your string if you need to before it all dries up. That's the good thing about liquid glue. You can have more room to move it around. Just decide how long you want your string to give you room to make a tie. Now press that down, and that will now give you your pocket. Press it up there. And then this part will be the part to create the closure. I'm just going to cut a bit more. Alright. And we're just about done. And there you have your front pocket, and then some trim to create a closure. And it just ties up like that, and then you can tie to a bow. But there's your pocket, and that can just go in here like that. And this one here, I think I cut this at 5 inches by 5 inches by, just if you wanted to make one of these, it's about 3 3/4, so it's 3 3/4 by 5 inches, and then I just fold that in half and corner around at the corners, and then place that in here. But you make it to whatever size you like. So that goes in like that. So that's that. That closes up, and you can embellish the front here. And there's your inside. Just a lovely folio folder. So let me bring this over to you so you can see. So this is the front, and then you have your pocket there, which is this one. Then you've got that side pocket. This is the part with the closure that opens up like that, and you get that side tuck pocket. And this one, flip that over, and then you've got that little front tuck pocket there. Oops, there. And then your other pocket at the back, like that. Just a lovely folder, nice interactive. You can store quite a few things in here, and I hope you enjoyed this other style of folio folder using a 12 by 12 paper. I hope you enjoy this tutorial, and I'll see you all soon in my next video. Bye for now.